He dead. What will you want to pick? A little bit more normal, I think. It sounds like it peaks a little bit, but it's a lot better, I think. As we do get the Dawnbreak, that was left alone. Not too rough, but I'm not sure. I can't say on actual, feed out. I just hear you, Mikey, and to me, anytime I hear you, it's fine. Yeah, you will just get a facial reaction from me. I can't hide that. I have a very expressive face, but you don't see it now. So again, Dawnbreaker out. Fade's only hero left after all the bans. Not too bad of a Dawnbreaker game. Can collapse onto the same relocate target if someone's getting jumped with the IO +1. The sustain's always a little bit helpful. You can scale up in damage depending on your itemization here for the Dawn. We've seen like Harpoon, we've seen Desolator be viable, AC, more focus on right click, and kind of scale up a little bit more than your Tiny Wood, so I don't mind that too much. Vici Gaming close out with the Monkey King though.
Here we go.
30 seconds to battle.
Why is Speed the one saying Ghost won't carry? What's wrong with Speed?
I don't know. Because he knows he'll carry. And it's Speed.
Very
what do you mean?
Well, Speed, he's getting cocky, Speed. He's getting a bit too cocky, I think. Too confident.
No?
Here we go.
Small.
Now they might run into Vici Gaming down this bottom side, XM.
The battle begins.
No, he's not going to stick around, of course. However, down bottom, they'll just throw a quick Nightmare out. Nothing to really write home about. Bignum will go for a cheeky little chase on Y, but that'll be all she wrote for the bottom lane. It looks like Speed might stick around for an arrow attempt down this bottom side, see if he can find anybody. In fact, never mind, he won't. He'll TP back up top. Rejoin Ghost. Sing Q and Bark trying to be annoying. Speed is actually going to catch the Io with an arrow. No kill really to come out of this, but a lot of damage being dealt the way of Bark and, of course, Sing Q.
And things can get exciting on that top lane. The mid lane is where, again, probably the most straightforward weakness comes out here. RCY up against XM. He is managing the lane, but you do have that range advantage for XM. You still have a lot of damage to leverage. He's just getting the Dragon Slaves out, getting a couple of free right clicks. Good rollout, though, from RCY to kick under the tower. Has the damage. Fairy Fire forced out. Just equalizing on resources. A huge creep wave. Deny on the water rune here, but Vignum might pay for it with his life. Decent Nightmare setup. No point in the LSA. The damage is pretty good. Bushwhack cuts off. Roll. RCY finds XM under the tower, but creeps are there to protect. The right clicks will be enough. XM does end up falling, but RCY can't go in for the secondary. Bignum will have Bushwhack up, though. Earth Spirit cooldown's a little bit longer here, but maybe just enough time to roll. Not gonna connect. Brain Sap adds a little bit more HP, but RCY finds two. And thing in RCY, you get the Water Rune Denial. You manage to get the kills. You will get
for him whatsoever. Spot him?
No.
So they are going to find Y on this Bane. Y should just be dead, though they will rotate in Shiro to try and help out. But Y indeed is just going to end up going down. Shiro unable to find any form of a trade.
Top of someone with a decent chunk of Stone Remnants, and Moonlight Shadow's already up in speed as well.
It is top lane. Bark gonna get caught out. Arrow's gonna land as well, of course. They are gonna bring RCY on top. Bark, it looks like he should be falling, though does get the Rolling Thunder, but it won't make the difference.
Just need to find a proper target in that triangle. It's Bach and Sin Q hanging together.
RCY.
Find the angle.
They are gonna find Sin Q. He's got help around him, though. Bark not really gonna be able to get there in time. Sin Q is still going to die and through it. We'll move on to that top tier 1 tower. No issues so far for GamerLegion.
No. They do a great job, again, playing around these timings on the side of GamerLegion. TP's coming in for the defense up top. Bach doesn't manage to get the roll off first. Get the Solar Guardian down as well. Tried to get the damage off. They've got enough. Sin Q to sustain just isn't there. RCY is blown up by XM, though. And Ghost is stuck all by his lonesome. Doesn't have quite any way of getting out. Good 3-cut Shiro on the ground, but do they have the damage for this? An excellent Starbreaker coming in now. Starstorm cleaning up the job onto XM. Wukong's command dropped, but they've gotten some good hits off. on the side of GamerLegion. Even the sharpshooter out. Sin Q not safe. Boundless to save. Starbreaker. Fade gets the cleanup once again. On the side of GamerLegion, just so clean so far. He is working into the Desolator though. So again, looking to play a little bit quicker here on the Monkey. Some sight set onto mid. Nightmare set up there. XM does have the LSA. Get the combination, even to relocate out, but the Solar Guardian trying to buy some space. They get the cancellation on Grip. Not quite enough to save, and Fade's gonna die as well. A 2-for-none special coming out for Vici Gaming. That's the side of GamerLegion that overcommits this time around. Smoke out though, RCY, Bignum. Looking to make a play. Magnus dies, still up. They jump onto Shiro. This is target you really want to find. Spirit Vessel getting some value, and RCY gets the last hit off. Welcome back, Mikey. You know, some old Michael Phoenix lore. Are we back in the shed? Did something happen? Did the spiders take over your offices? They jump in with Ghost, get the avalanche toss out, a simple kill onto Y, trying to find a cleanup. Good bushwhack to cut off Bach though. And Ghost is gonna be fine. This Blink Echo Saber timing, exactly what we were looking for on the Tiny. Keeping the chase up onto Bach. Swash onto the low ground. Bushwhack does not connect. And Bach should be able to bail out. Has the roll anyhow if need be. It's either like Shivas or AC, depending on what's the higher priority. Bach hanging on the gate area. Does reveal himself. RCY now seeing him. Does have the roll to get out. Solar Guardian with silence on top. Will get the chain control. Nightmare will buy time. Bach again still has the roll, but the avalanche toss does give them that kill. Y going through the gate to help his teammate will be a bonus for Ghost instead. So Ghost turn that full ags on XM now. So Flame Cloak up, a lot of spell amp to play with. Question is, can you really find a target to get up on? Doesn't quite feel like it yet. As they won't try to make some movements on mid, but Y's already gone. Bach goes for the roll. XM does show up. LSA does not connect. A nice 4-staff away here from Speed to bail out Ghost. The roll not really counting for too much. They will isolate away Bignum, but Moonlight Shadow's still running. There's no detection here. They're going to be able to isolate away XM, but the healing's there to relocate to bail out. XM is fine. No one dying. Net commitment out from Vici Gaming. Pack both Shard, but certainly can help when Y is targeted down. This smoke very sneaky. Could find Fade. Y already reveals it though. It's not Shiro taking point there. They get the Boundless off. XM flying with a Flame Cloak, trying to get the damage. Not enough to really burn down Fade. Now they're looking to reposition. They're looking to jump in. Blink out from Ghost. Cuts off Sin Q. Blows up the IO. They do manage to snag away the Shrine, but they'll lose more. They're not too careful. XM stuck in the middle. Grip holding back Ghost. But they get a good long-range roll from RCY. TP away for Bach. No, avalanche out from Ghost. Bushwhack as well. 4 for none special. All the items you could possibly hope for. Harpoon done on Ghost as well. I see is jumping out. Finds Shiro. The roll does not quite connect. Wukong's stalling out for time, but the magic damage is way too much. Even the right clicks from Ghost starting to really add up as RCY is looking for more with a Moonlight Magnetized commitment onto XM. Under a tier 2 avalanche is good. Solar Guardian with a toss. XM, can he get relocated out? No, Sin Q can't get him out of there. We'll go back with him. And the Ghost is just marking people for dead. Why? Does get a good Nightmare save. Dodges out Sharpshooter, but doesn't save him for long enough. Bach, the only one alive because he's not even in the area. GamerLegion now 5-21, a 9k lead up. Start your fights with outside of a good roll from Bach. He's got the blink, he's working into the Ags. Maybe when this pan goes up and running. We'll find an angle, blink forward. Ghost just looking for more by himself. Grip is up, roll is committed, but look how tanky Ghost is. There's no damage flying out. Shiro comes in, Wukong's down as well. Harpoon out of the circle. And they do manage to get the Laguna, and Ghost by himself will die. You are going for the Assault Curious build-up for Fade, so again, a little bit more right-click focused here. Should help up against the Wukongs and some of that right-click damage on XM, although not the emphasis. Smoke instantly breaking onto Y. He does comp the gank. So at least you're not getting anything higher value here for the side of GamerLegion. Worthwhile for the greater good. Let's see if they can get more. Wukongs was dropped. Fade in the middle of no man's land, but here comes RCY, the magical damage starting to do some work. Magnetize getting refreshed. Sin Q looking for the relocate out. Can he survive long enough? Looks like he might be able to. The stun, no! They will get Sin-Q in the end in the base, but XM does manage to bail out. No, not enough, Ghost! He was in position! Across the map, Ghost goes! Sends one more into the grave. On like a war there, just yet. Nothing to reveal that. Perhaps onto XM. He's flying along. Pop the Flame Cloak early. The roll doesn't quite land. Okay. Avalanche toss, Solar Guardian as well. XM just melts. Collapsing bot. Shiro hanging around farming with Sin-Q to roll. Doesn't quite connect. You'll be able to jump away here on Shiro. We'll leave Sin-Q for dead. Walks into the sentry, walks into the dust reapplication. Or rather, that was his dust. Still eventually finds Sin-Q. Sharpshooter flying out. They've got the damage. As they have just played a near-perfect game once again. And we were talking about the issues you'd face here in GamerLegion. The mid-match for RCY, again, it was a lot better for XM. They makes a couple of rotations to make it work. There's a roll coming out here. Bach, they do manage to blow up Bignum, but that's a support. Maybe you can find Ghost, but the Solar Guardian cutting off the follow-through just for a moment. Ghost still in the danger zone, still has Aegis though. Fade looks like he's going to be dead next, as the grip does fly in. RCY is walking into the Wukong's damage starting to ramp up, but Shiro does get deleted off. A meaningful win for the side of Vici Gaming, but you're going to need more of that if you want to find something here. So they will get the grab on Sin-Q, making it a 2-for-2 trade. He's going back for the BK, so it does change the build. Shrine of Wisdom tried to take Sin-Q, trying to just, again, find any win. Right by Y. The Bane out of the picture ASAP. It'd be big. He breaks the smoke with a ward. They don't find the angle for the roll, but they will find the angle with Ghost. And Ghost does not feel safe. Oh, they scan it out. And this movement across the map could start to work against the side of GamerLegion. Can you find the angle in Vici Gaming? The roll's ready on Bach. Got the angles lined up. They'll find RCY, but the Aeon Disc, he's going to be fine. And that alone cuts off the smoke, cuts off the opportunity to steal out the Roshan. Yeah, you pop the Aeon Disc, but RCY does his job. Ghost gets a harpoon use, gets the avalanche, tosses out. They get the sharpshooter onto Y. No grip again. But onto the high ground, they slowly go. Banner drop down here from Ghost as well. Siege Creeps protected the roll. RCY does get side advised up. Does still have the Aeon Disc. Solar Guardian was popped to ensure his safety. But the banner's still going, and the Siege Creeps are still hitting away. So despite some resources being expended, I mean, the high ground siege is still there. Fortify does come in. Siege Creeps do walk beyond banner range now. As the blink forward, Ghost does manage to get the toss back onto Bach. He doesn't have that roll up anymore. Let's get stunned up with the pushback as well. They will take care of the first life onto Ghost. They get the grip onto RCY. Will they have the damage? You know, to force that forward. Actually, RCY is just fine. Why? Gonna be in trouble instead. Ghost walks away from the Wukongs. And Shiro protected for now, but can he actually find any kills? He's just getting twacked away on. Jump forward. They do find the punishment on Bignum, maybe onto RCY as well, and they will. A big kill onto our mid. As Bach now dishing the damage out. This Pangolier with the Yag starting to get some work done. Fade is left alone, but again with that heart, he is fairly tanky. Still has the BKB to pop as well. Not using it just yet. Ghost looking for a little bit of a reset. Wants to re-engage Bach. Just being such a nuisance, but they don't have the burst for Fade. Now they will perhaps BKB pop by Fade, looking to just teleport away. Is there damage? Can you get bashed? No. Using that Aeon Disc to stop this. RCY is in the pit though. He's not looking to break the smoke. There's an angle to actually play for Vici, but RCY eventually walks on the ramp. Ghost under vision. The roll is good.
They are very good indeed. Jumping in onto the IO. Sin-Q is already down. RCY, he'll look for a bit more. Shiro, he's going to try and fight back with the Wukong's command committal, but he's just not doing enough damage. They'll just walk out and wait it out as the magnetize on all the statues. XM. Why the hell not? XM also being jumped here by Fade. Fade just having his way with him. The hills from Sin-Q from the high ground, but it's still not going to be enough. It looks like XM still just trying to run away, but they're just chasing him down. XM, he'll barely make it for now, but the chase continues as the magnetize are being refreshed, and XM, he will just die to the dot damage of the magnetize. There is just no chance at survival.
Now, positional issue. For a lot of the game, it's been RCY breaking smokes, the Moonlight catching them off guard. This time they actually had the area, it's just they didn't have the quickest enough response. GamerLegion were on the way out of Roche when that breaks out, and now they've got the Megas onto tier 4s. Vici, you've got one last fight in you. You know, you've got to do something here.
Yeah, even that's kind of pushing it, I think, John. Fade, he's going to take down pretty quickly, though. Fade is going to get left behind. Bit too far forward. Tried to get out with his ult, but couldn't quite get there. So we'll just back off for now. Can Roshan, I forgot, just was never taken out. They just won the team fight and went straight for the base. So Roshan's still able to be played for. Oh, jump in. Who have they caught? It's going to be CNQ straight off the bat on the IO. In fact, they do find Bignum. Y is also going to go down in the meantime. The Magnetize again just being pumped out here by RCY, but he's going to look to roll out of there. Doesn't want to fight into the Wukong's command as the FPS is dropping very quickly here. Kick away onto the Monkey King. Shiro in trouble again. Shiro trying to jump out of there, but there's just no chance in hell. He'll buy back into this. Fade moving in onto XM. XM just trying to juke and jive away from this Dawnbreaker. They'll be forced to fight this one out. Shiro is just man fighting, but he's not really winning the man fight. He needs to get away, but GG's called. They've seen enough. It's all over. Game 1 will go the way of GamerLegion. In I think, pretty convincing fashion based off the scoreline, John. Though you could probably confirm for me.
Very convincing indeed, Mikey. And for GamerLegion, it just felt like they had the right ideas, right? And it was kind of going back to what we were saying in draft. The core pickups coming out here for the side of Vici Gaming look pretty solid, but then you look at the support duo, right? You had to win out those lanes because these supports are not going to make these connections for you. You have an IO Bane